What's up, spectators? Welcome back to another episode of Professor Layton and the Miracle Mask. I know there wasn't a video yesterday, and I apologize. Pretty much every aspect of my life is falling behind a little bit. I may have bitten off more than I can chew, but I'm trying to catch up again with everything. But anyways, that aside, let's think here. Ah, yes, we're going back to City Hall, and we left off because I had a feeling that Gronky's fangirl here was gonna give me a puzzle. And I bet she will. Here it comes. Oh! There's no puzzle. Supposedly the culprit has been caught. I don't think Inspector Grosky was involved in the arrest, though, so I don't buy it. I think they've got the wrong guy. Why do you say that? After the statue thing, I followed the masked gentleman for a bit. Eventually, I lost him. He didn't go toward Dalston's house or any of his hotels, so did Dalston spend the time and money to build some sort of secret lair? That hadn't occurred to me. We chased him too and lost sight of him as well. Hannah, thanks for sharing. Yes, thank you. You may well have had a hand in solving this case. Whatever. I highly doubt that. Oh, that's a puzzle. Here it is. Click. Oh, okay. Have you folks been to Pumpkin Park? Well, have ya? Answer me! Creep. The amusement park. We haven't been there yet. Why do you ask? So loudly. I heard the masked gentleman is set to appear there tonight. It's gonna be wild. You seem rather excited about it. I just hope he doesn't cause too much panic. What if the Ferris wheel comes off and goes rolling through the park? Or what if a roller coaster car goes flying through the air? Or what if the horses on the carousel come alive and turn wild? I'd calm down. Well, any of those would be kinda neat, actually. I mean, investigatively speaking, of course. Hee, I'm with you, lady. I'm staying as far away from there as possible. So far away. We wait for the day. Grosky! I haven't been able to wring a confession out of this Dalston. You sure he's our man? No. No, I'm not. I believe Alphonse is innocent, Inspector. I suspect the masked gentleman will appear just as announced. Mr. Dalston has so much invested in this town. It doesn't make sense. Pumpkin Park is the next target. Unless we can stop the masked gentleman soon, there will be another incident tonight. If I were in charge here, I'd throw a few extra patrols down there right now. It sounds like Chief Sheffield believes that he already has the culprit. He's already put the patrol officers back on their regular schedule. Then get to the briefing room, Layton. Ooh, his arms are so weird. Where are his biceps? It's all chest. It's all pecs. Doesn't make sense. You talk some sense into that, Sheffield. It's all pecs day for him. Which doesn't make sense because if you're lifting, your arms would also be strong, so I don't know what kind of black magic he's using to work out. Layton, glad you made it. We're about to start the interrogation. Thanks for letting us sit in, Detective. Of course, another set of eyes and ears might help us catch Dalston in a lie. All right, Dalston, let's make this quick. Why'd you do it? For the last time, Sheffield, I'm innocent. Why aren't you looking out for clues instead of harassing me? Don't give me that old I'm innocent routine. We know you used a horse-drawn cart in the statue incident, smart guy. Tracks from a cart were all over the scene. What was the cart for? Your getaway? Your accomplices? Your something else? Talk. Tell us what you did and who you did help from, and the judging might go easy on you. I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't do anything. Where's my lawyer? Stuck in traffic. You got a cart, Dalston, and we found tracks from a horse cart at the scene. I can add 2 and 2. It's 4. It's confirmed. 2 and 2 is 4. Maybe you should be out talking to the guy who runs the racetrack. They got plenty of carts there, don't they? What would I gain by scaring people? My business depends on tourists. Dalston, we can do things the easy way, or we can do things the other way. The not so easy way. Just make it easy on us, eh? We've confirmed that all the carts from the track are accounted for. They're all there except one that was busted. Those things are cheap. Who can afford to buy one of those on their own? Your cart is before the horse here, Dalston. We've also got a motive. Jealousy. Mrs. Lador rejected your marriage proposal, so you're taking revenge on Mr. Lador. You couldn't accept that a former butler got rich and married your woman. Mr. Lador told us everything. Henry said that? Why, the next time I see that dirty little, I'm gonna politely ask what he meant by that. Smooth. Detective, Chief Sheffield mentioned finding carriage tracks at the statue incident. What do you know about those? A harness racing cart was somehow used in the stone statue incident. Interesting. The entire incident certainly preyed on the psychology of crowds, where calm people can quickly turn hysterical. If one person were to fake an affliction, a crowd would form. This would obscure the subject and worry the onlookers. Exactly, and with the crowd distracted, the others could do as they wished, such as wheeling some hidden statues out on a cart. Once the statues were in place, the accomplices could start screaming that some people had turned to stone. This would trigger a panic. The worried crowd would promptly forget about the first afflicted individual and attempt to flee. As they ran, they would have seen several statues, which would intensify their fear. I couldn't have said it better, Professor. But, Professor, we didn't see any carts there that night. Where could someone keep those statues hidden in front of all those witnesses? There was only one hiding place large enough, and we were all looking right at it. What was it? The cart must have been hidden inside the giant clown balloon. Inside the balloon? Well, we all saw a very large, colorful clown balloon during the parade, but few people noticed the cluster of supporting balloons. And when the supporting balloons popped, the clown came crashing into the ground. Yes, the weight of the cart sent the balloon plummeting to the ground once it lost its support. An extremely agile, sturdy, and expensive vehicle was needed to quickly distribute those statues onto the street. And Dalston is the chief suspect because of his wealth? Exactly. None of these stunts could come cheap. Buying such a cart and paying off several accomplices would be very expensive. He has the means and the motive. I doubt we'll see another appearance from the masked gentleman as long as we have Dalston in custody. I hope you're right, Detective. I hope you're right. Your ominous tone notwithstanding, I'm certain that we have our man. I hope you're right. I hope you're right. And if the masked gentleman does appear, well then, we'll have to rethink things. If he does appear, we may need to approach him directly about this mask of order. I see. We still need to investigate a few leads. Thank you for your time, Detective. I'm curious about these horse racing carts. Let's investigate the racetrack. Please let me know what you find. The petrification miracle was nothing more than an elaborate trick. The perpetrators used the activity of the parade as cover while they the statues and convinced others that these were actually petrified people. What is it, Layton? Are you gonna try and get me to admit to some lies now, too? Not at all, Dalston. I'm quite convinced of your innocence. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to convince the police of that. Yet. Well, now that's quite refreshing to hear. Yes, funny thing about making up your mind. You stop caring about anyone else's. You still into archaeology, Layton? I've been working on this puzzle while I'm stuck here, but I can't figure it out. Oh dear, this looks difficult. An elite archaeological team unearthed a stone tablet in the remains of an ancient settlement. According to one excited researcher, it's a near-perfect specimen of the arithmetic homework from the era. The strange letters represent numbers, while the operators are the same as the ones we use today. Sadly, the bottom right corner of the tablet is broken. What should the missing section say? This seems kinda difficult. like, trying to figure out that it was Rosetta Stone. I've done these before, but... see, figuring this out is going to be a matter of figuring out which are even, which symbol is even, which is odd, based on, you know, if you multiply two odds, you get an odd. If you multiply an odd and even, you get an even, and add, yeah, it's going to be one of those things, so you'll have to give me a second here to piece that all together. Alright, so I've got it figured out here. I did have to use the clues. The clues were useful because it gives you the actual number value for 3 of the shapes. So it said a C shape is an 8, a B shape is a 7, and a triangle is a 3. So the blue markings are all the ones they've already given me. And with that, the second line had enough numbers so I can calculate what the 2 points, the 2 triangles was. And so that's 83 minus 78, so it's 5. So then I put the red marks, 5s, into what was left. The top line was blank 3 minus 8 equals 35. So you just add the 8, 43. So that gives you the value of square, which is 4. So you go back to the line that's that you need to actually solve, 34 plus 53, which is 87. 8 and 7 being the C shape and the B shape. So if we go back, it is the C shape and the B shape. Is that the B shape? Yeah.
I believe I have this one. Solving puzzles is truly a pleasure.
The answer looks a bit like CB and stands for 87. Yep. Okay, yes. Oh, yeah. Doesn't matter if you believe me or not, I don't see these guys letting me go. I still plan to prove your innocence, Dalston, but I need more evidence. Can you hold on for a while longer? Doesn't look like I have much choice, eh? No, it doesn't. Just so you know, the fact that I'm still investigating doesn't mean I'm any less convinced of Dalston's guilt. We still need to identify the victims. Some of them may actually be accomplices. I trust you won't object if I continue to investigate the case as well, then. Not at all. Sheffield might, but just dodge him and you'll be fine. Go on. Oh, I'll talk to him. I'm not dodging anybody. I'm gonna press Dalston until he breaks. Even if he doesn't confess, we've preempted the next dark miracle. Sheffield, isn't it a bit early to relax security? What if Dalston isn't the culprit? And what if my head shrinks to the size of a grapefruit? What if my nose hairs sprout wings and take flight? Layton, come down, Layton. Of course he's the culprit. Whoever did this had too much money, too much time, and too much revenge on his mind. Let's just wait until tonight, eh? You'll see Layton, I guarantee it. A lot of A's going around. Fine, Chief, I'll speak with you later. I picked up the Canadian version of this game. Alright, so where am I off to now? Oh, the racetracks. Where is the... oh, okay. We need evidence to prove Dalston's innocence. I like to find the actual cart that was mentioned in the interrogation. Dalston spoke of a racetrack, but Sheffield said they already checked there. We should see if they missed anything. If we can prove the cart that left the tracks was taken from the racetrack, we may be able to clear Dalston. I saw the racetrack on a map back at the hotel. It's just north of here. Well then, giddy up. Click, click, click. Ah, it's Fish Lady! The excitement at the track during the day, the drama of a mysterious magical gent by night. This town has it all. So many great shows in one place? You know, the police have a suspect, right? So isn't the show over? Are you kidding? That's just part of the suspense. The masked gentleman is still out there. I know it. You just wait. You think the masked gentleman is going to make another appearance? Of course he is. And I'm gonna see every one of his performances. Life is short. You gotta grab it by the horns, you know. No, I don't. You'll get it when you get older, trust me. Come, Luke, we should go. Wait, why am I not looking for coins? Rookie mistake. Sounds like a lot going on here. Sounds like an awful lot of anticipation, soon to be replaced by the silence of regret. Oddly specific. You go to a lot of racetracks, Emmy? You like to put it all on the line?
Wow! Everybody's so excited!
Looks like that will last for about another 15 seconds.
There goes my yacht.
That's it?
I would wager that he lost his bet.
Ah, but if he's betting yacht money, if he had won, he would have many yachts, but now he has nothing! So let's all laugh at his misery. Looks like they're using some sort of the carts right now, Professor. Yes, I'd like to find out where they keep the carts. Right, we should find the person in charge here. Perhaps this fellow here? Oh my, do you have eyes? Good day, I'm Gustav, the manager here. How can I help you fine folks today? My name's Herschel Layton, and I'm looking into the case of the masked gentleman at the request of Mrs. Lador. Might I ask you some questions? Only too happy to help, although I am quite busy here with this puzzle. Well, do your job! Do puzzles at home! What's wrong with you, man? One day, 4 people took part in a racing tournament. First they held races of 2, then the winners raced against each other, while the losers battled for third. Can you work out the order based on the comments below? Races of 2, 4 people. Okay. Okay, got it. Let's see. I didn't make it to the final. I'm just glad I beat A. C's first place. C is first place. Because A won once. So if you beat A, that means you're in the semifinals. Okay. So... C is first. A is second. B is third. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I got it. What was it? 1, 2. Oh, it's such an ugly color. 2, 3, 4. That was it, right? Okay. What? Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4.
How about this?
1 plus
Puzzles
1.
are made to be solved.
1 plus 1, right? C came in first, A second, B third, D last. D didn't sound very happy about the result. Oh, thank you! You had some questions? Do you remember anything unusual on the night of the stone statue incident? Unusual? I don't believe so. It's quite uneventful here overall. Do you recall if any of the carts had been removed recently? Why, yes actually. One of our carts was sent out for repairs. It was fixed about a month ago. I was shocked to see that it broke down again. They're quite heavy though. Very tough to move around without a horse. We'd like to take a look at one. Are all the carts being used right now? There may be one in the garage. You're welcome to take a look. But we'll do that next time, because it's already been around 20 minutes, so stay tuned for the next one, and thanks for watching. Hope you all have a great weekend, and next week, hopefully everything will be back to normal. I should have all my Ace Attorney videos, and all my Layton videos, maybe even another code videos, and my live streams for Witcher should be back on track. I'm really hoping all this, hoping I can get everything back together again, back to normal. Okay, bye-bye!